In 2003, an international consortium estimated that there are at least 70 sextillion stars in the known universe. That's 7 followed by a fairly mind-boggling 22 zeros. Or to put that a more earthly way, that's more stars than there probably are grains of sand on this planet. So it doesn't seem so unlikely that somewhere out there, apart from just on Earth, life is flourishing. But where do we have to go to find it? Well, Colin Stewart, who's an astronomer at the Royal Observatory in London, went to meet Dr. Lewis Dartnell, who's an astrobiologist at University College London.
Astrobiology is the science all about looking into the possibility of there being life beyond Earth, so extraterrestrial life, or quite literally for my job as an astrobiologist, I hunt for aliens. And the particular planet I'm focusing on is Mars, our next door neighbour planet, and the possibility there might be primitive life, bacterial, microbial life, either extinct or perhaps even alive and dormant in the surface, dusty sands of the red planet.
So you're based here at UCL in London, and so obviously you must do research here.
Well, that's it. So we're sat at the moment in the Centre for Planetary Sciences, and there's a lot of people researching into meteorites or the environments on Mars or Venus, what their atmospheres are like. And there's a few of us doing a bit of astrobiology research, the possibility of biology or life on some of these other worlds. And alongside running computer simulations of the cosmic radiation that would be beating down on the surface of Mars and damaging or killing any life there, I also do a lot of experimental work in some microbiology labs here with some bacteria I've cultured from the dry valleys in Antarctica. It's one of the coldest, driest, harshest environments we have on Earth, which in many respects is like the surface of Mars.
So why Mars? Why not any of the other planets of our solar system?
Well, in many respects, Mars is very, very Earth-like. It's a big, rocky planet, and we know for a fact that earlier in its history, when life was first getting started on Earth, Mars was very, very much more Earth-like. It had seas and lakes and rivers, an ocean covering its northern hemisphere, the top half of the planet. And it would have had to have had a thicker atmosphere to provide a planetary blanket, a greenhouse effect, to keep water liquid on its surface. But something seems to have gone wrong with Mars. It suffered some kind of environmental catastrophe, and it's had a lot of its atmosphere blown away into space, and the water seems to have disappeared. We see lots of very large river valleys and dried up lakes, but we can't see that water anymore. So perhaps it's soaked down into the crust, and maybe that's where the Martian life is surviving, hiding away from the harsh conditions on the surface, deep underground.
That's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of the universe. Our website has got some more information about what we've been discussing, as well as details of a new monthly podcast along the same lines. It's called Naked Astronomy, and you can get hold of it from thenakedscientist.com/astronomy. In the meantime, thank you very much for listening, and have a very happy New Year.
You've been listening to Dr. Chris Smith and the Naked Scientists, which is produced in association with the Open University. More details at bbc.co.uk/5live.